Hello, everyone. The first animal we'll talk about today is the rhinoceros. Rhinoceroses are such powerful animals that they look like they're from the Stone Age. Their skin is so thick that it can be up to 5 centimeters thick. Rhinoceroses have horns on their noses, but they're not real horns like cows have. They're just thickened hair. Yes, it's just a very hard hairstyle. There are 5 types of rhinoceroses: white, black, Indian, Javan, and Sumatran. White and black live in Africa, and the rest live in Asia. Despite their size, rhinoceroses can run at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. It's like a refrigerator suddenly rushing at you. Rhinoceroses are herbivores. They eat grass, leaves, and branches, but they can be very aggressive if they sense danger. They have poor eyesight, but excellent hearing and sense of smell. They can smell you from a mile away, even if you sneak up quietly. Rhinos love to roll in the mud. This is not just entertainment, but a way to protect their skin from the sun and parasites. Their horns are valuable on the black market, which is why rhinos often become victims of poachers. This is one of the reasons why they are endangered. Rhinos are solitary. They prefer to live on their own, except for mothers with babies, or during mating season. And one more thing. Baby rhinos are called calves, and they are so cute that you want to hug them, but it is better not to. The mother rhino will not appreciate it. Chimpanzees are our closest relatives in the animal kingdom. We share about 98% of our genes, so they're almost like cousins. These guys are incredibly smart. They use tools like sticks to get termites out of their nests, or stones to crack nuts. Chimpanzees live in groups called communities. They have leaders, friends, and even intrigues just like in the real TV series. They communicate with each other using sounds, gestures, and even facial expressions. They have their own words to indicate danger, food, or greetings. Chimpanzees are omnivores. They eat fruits, leaves, insects, and sometimes even hunt small animals like monkeys. Their hands are very similar to humans. They have fingers with prints, and they can grab things just as deftly as we can. Chimpanzees can laugh. When they play or are tickled, they make sounds similar to laughter. They can recognize themselves in the mirror. This is a sign of high intelligence, which not all animals have. Chimpanzees teach their babies everything they can do, from finding food to using tools. It's like a school, only in the jungle. And finally, chimpanzees can live up to 50 years, and even longer, in captivity. It's like a whole life full of adventures, friendships, and discoveries. Flamingos are the real fashionistas of the bird world. Their pink color is not just like that, but the result of their diet. They eat algae and small crustaceans that contain carotenoid pigments. The more they eat, the brighter their plumage becomes. By the way, their beak is like a water filter. They dip their head in the water, turn it upside down, and filter out the food with the help of special plates in the beak. Flamingos are social birds. They live in huge flocks, sometimes several thousand individuals. Their legs are a whole other story. They are so long and thin that it seems as if they are about to break. But in fact, they are very strong and help flamingos walk in shallow water and even run if necessary. Flamingos are excellent parents. They build nests from mud and silt that look like little towers, and both parents incubate the eggs in turns and then take care of the chicks together. Their chicks are born gray or white, and only after a couple of years do they begin to turn pink. So if you see a pale flamingo, it is most likely a teenager. Flamingos can fly, and quite quickly, up to 60 kilometers per hour. But more often, they prefer to walk or stand in the water, especially if there is a lot of food there. And finally, flamingos are a symbol of grace and beauty. They are often depicted in art and used as a symbol of the tropics. And they are also simply pleasing to the eye when they stand in the water, reflected like pink clouds. Chipmunks are real energizers. Chipmunks are so nimble that you can hardly keep track of them. They dart back and forth as if their batteries never run out. By the way, they are not only fast, but also smart. Chipmunks are masters of hoarding. They collect nuts, seeds, and berries, and then hide them in their hiding places. And you know what? They remember where they hid everything. Well, almost always. And they are also loners in life. Chipmunks love their independence and live on their own, except for the breeding season. Then, of course, they find a mate, but then return to their solitary life again. Their cheeks are like shopping bags. Chipmunks can stuff them with food so much that their cheeks swell several times. It looks funny and impressive at the same time. Chipmunks are excellent diggers. They dig holes for themselves with a whole system of passages and rooms. There, they have a bedroom, a storage room, and even a toilet, just like adults. And they can hibernate. Well, not exactly like bears, but in winter they spend most of their time in their burrows, feeding on their supplies. Sometimes they wake up to have a snack and then fall asleep again. Their enemies are birds of prey, snakes, and even cats. That's why chipmunks are always on guard. If they sense danger, they make a sharp sound to warn others. And finally, chipmunks are not only cute animals, but also an important part of the ecosystem. They help spread plant seeds when they lose their supplies or forget where they hid something. Cobras are the real kings of snakes. They are so graceful and dangerous at the same time that it simply takes your breath away. When a cobra gets into its famous stance and inflates its hood, it looks like a real show, but it is better to stay away. Cobras are also masters of poison. Their bite can be fatal to humans if the antidote is not administered in time. But you know what? They do not always bite. Sometimes they just spit poison in the eyes to blind the enemy. Yes, there are species that can spit. Their diet consists mainly of other snakes, lizards, birds, and small mammals. Cobras are top-level predators, and they are not particularly picky about food. By the way, cobras are excellent parents. Unlike most snakes that simply lay eggs and crawl away, cobras guard their clutches. The female can even aggressively defend the nest if someone gets too close. They can live in a variety of places, from jungles to deserts. Cobras are very adaptable, and this makes them one of the most successful predators in the snake world. Their enemies are mongooses, secretary birds, and, of course, humans. Mongooses, by the way, are known for their ability to kill cobras due to their speed and immunity to poison. And finally, cobras are not just snakes. They are real legends. They are feared, they are respected, and they will always remain one of the most mysterious and impressive creatures of nature.